Today our topic is about measurement of arc, angle of secants, and tangents. First, we have to observe the given circle and lines. We have secants here, secants line, and intersecting each other, and angle form inside the circle, this angle 1. And if we're going to get the measure of this angle 1, we're going to use the formula measure of angle 1 equals to 1/2 of the arc 1, which is the big angle arc, and plus the arc 2, which is the small arc, this one. And we have another example. We have here the circle and the secants intersecting on the circle here and form an angle 1. And to find the measure of this angle, we have measure of angle 1 equals 1/2 of the intercepted arc. So 1/2 of this arc is the measurement of this angle 1. And the next figure is the circle and the secant lines intersecting each other and form angle outside of the circle, this angle 1 here. Now the measurement, to get the measure of angle 1 is we have the formula, measure of angle 1 equals 1/2 of the big arc, this one, then minus the small arc, this arc. So another example, we have here the circle and tangent, and another tangent intersecting outside of the circle and form an angle. This one is an angle 1. And how to find this angle 1? We have also measure of angle 1 equals 1/2 big arc, this one, minus the small arc. So the result will be the measure of angle 1. Another example, we have secant intersecting the tangent line and form angle outside of the circle, and this is called angle 1. To find the measure of angle 1, you have measure of angle 1 equals 1/2 the big arc, this one, minus the small arc equals the measure of angle 1. Okay, we have an example number 1 here to apply the formula. Find the measure of angle 1. First, we have to analyze the given figure, which is the circle and the two secant lines intersecting each other and form an angle inside the circle, not on the center. So this is not the problem. We're going to find the measure of this angle. To find the measure of this angle 1, we're going to use measure of angle 1 equals 1/2 the sum of the two arcs between the BC and the ED. So we have 20 and 30 we're going to add this. So 20 plus 30 equals 50 times 1 equals 50 over 2. Then 50 divided by 2 equals 25 degrees. So therefore, the measure of angle 1 is equals to 25. Next, number 2. Find the measure or arc BC. So this one, what is the measure of this arc BC? So our formula is measure of arc BC equals the angle 40 times 2, then minus this arc 60, and 40 times 2 equals 80 minus 60 equals 20 degrees. So therefore, the measure of angle BC is 20 degrees. Next, number 3, find the measure of angle 1. So here, and we're going to observe first the given. We have circle and the two secants intersecting each other and form an angle outside of the circle. And the given, the small arc here is 30 degrees and the big arc is 120 degrees. Then we're going to find the measure of angle 1. We have the formula, measure of angle 1 equals 1/2. We have to subtract or minus 120 minus 30. So 120 minus 30 equals 90. Then times 1 equals 90 over 2. then divided by 90 over 2 equals 45 degrees. So therefore, the measurement of this angle, which is measure of angle 1, equals 45 degrees. Next, number 4, find the measure of big intercepted arc. So, in this figure, we have circle. We have two secants intersecting each other outside of the circle, and the measure of this angle is 40 degrees. And this small arc here is 20 degrees. And the problem is, what is the measure of the big arc? So our formula, the measure of the big arc is equals to, we have to multiply by 2 the angle here, 40. So 40 times 2, then plus the small arc, 20. Then 40 times 2 equals 80, plus 20 equals 100 degrees. So therefore, the measurement of the big arc, this one, is 180 degrees. Number 5, find the measure of small arc. So first, we have to analyze the given circle and the secants. The secants now, the secant line intersect each other and form an angle outside of the circle, and the given is the measure of this angle is 50 degrees, the small arc none, and the big arc is 120 degrees. How to compute this? We will use the solution. We have measure of small arc equals 120 minus the product of the angle. We have 50 times 2 equals 100, and we have to subtract 120 minus 100 equals 20 degrees. So the measure of the small arc is 20 degrees. So the measurement of this small arc is 20 degrees. Sometimes without using the solution, and so we have to do is just 50 times 2, then 100, then minus 120 minus 100 equals 20. That's the shortcut way. Next example, we have to find the measure of angle, this one. So we have to observe or examine the given figure. We have circle, then this line is called tangent, and this line is also tangent, then intersecting each other to form an angle outside of the circle. The problem now is how to find this angle. So the first step that we are going to do is, remember, in one circle is 360 degrees, and minus the small arc given here. That's why 360 minus 140 degrees equals 220. Then the next step is 220 minus 140 times 1/2 equals to 80 divided by 2. Then 80 divided by 2 is equals to 40 degrees. So the angle now is 40 degrees. Next, number 7. Find the measurement of the big arc. So we have to observe first the given figure, the circle, and the tangent line. Tangent line intersecting each other and form an angle which is 40 degrees. And we have don't have measurement here of the small arc and the big arc not also given. So this is the problem, how to find the big arc. So we have to do is we have 2 steps to find this question. So we have the step 1. First, we're going to multiply by 2 the given degree angles. We have 40 degrees times 2 equals 80 degrees. Then step 2, you will use the formula, measure of big arc equals 1/2 the sum of the circle 360 plus the angle times 2, which is 80, And we're going to add 360 plus 80 equals 440 times 1 equals 440 over 2. And the next, we're going to divide just to get the measure of the big arc. 440 divided by 2 equals 220 degrees is the measure of the big arc. So the measurement of this is 220. Then next, number 8, find the measure of the small arc. So again, we have the circle and we have tangent line and also tangent line here intersecting each other and form an angle outside of the circle, and we have also 40 degrees, and we do not know the big arc and also the small arc. And the number 8 asking for the small arc. To find the small arc, we're going to have 2 steps in our solution. The 40 degrees angle, we're going to times 2. So 40 degrees times 2 equals 80 degrees. Step 2, we will use the formula. Measure of the small arc equals 1/2 of the difference of 360 degrees, which is the circle, then minus the product of 40 times 2 rather, equals 80. So 360 minus 80 equals 280 times 1 equals 280 over 2. And the next we're going to divide in order to get the measure of the small arc. So 280 divided by 2, we have 140 degrees is the measure of the small arc. So the small arc now is 140 degrees. That's our final answer.